Good morning. You guys want to have some fun today? So I got a text this morning about 6:30 that they're going to spread our chicken litter today. That is good, but it means that we need to get our disc hooked up and do some tillage. And it just so happens that all of our tractors are hooked up to something and tied up, except one. That one. So, even though I am seriously attempting to keep the hours down on this tractor because we're going to hook it up to the disc and we're going to disc some wheat stubble with it today. Let's go. So, we're going to hook this disc up. We're going to drop the packer because we don't need the packer at all. But, yeah. We got to take it up, we got to grease the bearings, check the tires, and make sure everything's ready to go. And then I got to figure out where they're spreading, and we'll go start chasing them. All right, I got the packer unhooked, and I got the disc hooked up to the tractor. It should be good to go. I'll pull her up to the shop. Well, none of them have been flat, but they're all just a little low. It's supposed to have 90 out here. 71, it was at 60, I think, when I started. Alright, checked tires and everything is greased. Our disc is ready to go. We need to go drive around and figure out where they're spreading litter, or if they've started yet, and see if we can start discing behind them. Well, right there they are. Looks to me like they're just getting started here, so we might want to give them a couple of hours, or at least an hour, to get some stuff spread, and then we can then we can follow up. But they're just starting to load, so. Oh, that stuff is, you got a smell to it. That's the problem. We're gonna get our nice, clean, new tractor all stinky, gross. We'll have to wash it. Brock. So one of our fields here where we did our tiling, I told you the neighbors wanted to put a new main into their field next door to us, the bean field. Well, they're working on getting that done now. They've hit a big rock they got to dig out, so we're gonna kind of let them do that. But they're using a ditching machine here, so it kind of leaves an open trench, and you can really see our soil profile and the structure a little bit more. And I thought I'd show you. So you can see ground level is about right here. That's our topsoil, about 8 inches, and then right here it turns to the clay subsoil, and that goes down quite a ways till you get down to some sea horizon or parent material type stuff. But yeah, our clover roots are getting down in there. You can see we've got some roots clear down here in the subsoil, which is good, but this is just hard clay. It doesn't grow great crops. We don't have 3 feet of topsoil like the guys out west in Illinois. It was just a little rock. It's not even a big one. But they're getting it going. That's an old ditching machine there that on tracks. There's not my operation to show, so we'll just let them keep working here. We've got to go. I've got a guy there working on grading my house again, so I got to go talk to him. By the end of the day, all that dirt's going to be leveled off and nice and smooth and graded, and we'll be ready for getting ready to plant grass, more or less. We got yeah. He's at least going to get the grade good, and then we've got to get the seed bed ready to plant the grass. Okay, we are loading up our sprayer to go kill some weeds. I was thinking about putting Liberty in because we got some mare's tail growing around here that, well, we're going to take revenge on them and kill them. Some right over there, right there. But I had some 2,4-D, so we used that instead. So 2,4-D and Roundup, we'll get the grasses and the mare's tail and broadleaves and everything that way. We mixed it a little bit heavy probably, but I used up a 1.5 gallons instead of a 1.25 gallon jug. It was a 1.5 gallons that was left in a jug instead of a 1.25 gallons. So it'll be fine. This is a 60-gallon tank or better, so we got a lot. We covered a lot of ground with it. Die, mare's tail, die. All right, well, we used 15 or 20 gallons out of there. We got some more stuff to do. I want to go back up to the irrigation field and spray some more of those lanes, the ones that I didn't get the first time and stuff. But we need to go disc. All right, before we go in disc, we're gonna throw the drone up and see if we can see these guys out spreading. Get a little video of that, and also the corn across the road. I wanted to fly in anyway and see if it shows any differences where we sprayed fungicide and where we didn't. So let's go do it. Okay, well, there you go. We didn't actually see them spreading, but they have moved on to the next field, which means that the first couple of fields that we looked at there are done and ready to go. So, off we go. So we do have to break in a track again, right? Because, well, we put a new one on, so we got to go through break-in procedures again. You're not supposed to road it for the first 10 hours or something like that, but I got to get to the field, right? So the field is right down here, just a half a mile, so we're just going to take it easy and go slow and not get it too hot, but we'll be fine. All right, we are doing it here. So this is working the disc. We're using it on wheat stubble that has clover growing in it, that's been mowed, that has had chicken litter spread this morning. And I can see the chicken litter. I don't know if you guys will be able to from up here, probably not, but I can. We spread 2 tons per acre of chicken litter. It is a fairly nutrient dense organic fertilizer that we've had really good luck with in the past, and we like using. And so we are spreading that on all of our wheat stubble, and they're getting it done now. One of the requirements, though, is that you work it in quickly, and so it doesn't have to be deep tillage or anything, but we're going to run our vertical till disc over it. The idea is just to cover it, to move some dirt, get it mixed into the soil, mostly to help eliminate the smell, but also to keep the ammonia nitrogen from volatilizing as much as possible and retain that into the soil. It likes to gas off and turn into nitrogen gas, which is what the atmosphere is basically made out of. So we want to keep it in the soil in a usable form for our crops. Now, like I said, we do have clover growing out here. You can see it. We got a really nice clover catch this year. We don't really want to kill this clover off right now, and so you can see even where we've already tilled, we are covering it up, and we're definitely knocking that clover back, but it will grow back. It will not die from this. We'll let it grow for another 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll hit it hard with some 2,4-D, Roundup, whatever it is, to kill it, and then we'll come in with our deep ripper into our primary tillage. Where we don't have our cover crop growing right now, the clover, and we just have wheat stubble full of weeds, we're not actually going to use the disc. Well, part of part of a field over there that's half clover and half not, we will. But the other field that we don't have any cover crop in, we're actually going to use that sunflower chisel plow, believe it or not, I think, because the big tractor is still tied up with those scrapers, so we don't want to hook up the ripper to that just yet. And we've got that sunflower hooked up, so well, let's just use that. That one is the field that Dad sprayed yesterday to kill off the weeds in the volunteer wheat, and so we can go in and do our primary tillage probably tomorrow, and then that field will be done and ready for spring when we get the field cultivator out. I doubt we'll do it this fall. There was a chance we could try some stale seed bed and work it down this fall, but probably just let it go until spring. Now, if any of you out there are the hardcore cover cropper types, you'll probably comment and tell me how I should just leave this clover grow all winter and just plant right into this in the spring. And yeah, I mean, you could do that. We have tried that in the past. It doesn't work. At least I'm not good enough farmer to make it work. We got too dry in the spring, sucked all the moisture out so that our crops couldn't grow very good. We don't get a chance to run our tillage to take out the compaction layer. We're not a green fields in the spring to plant into operation yet. We have not figured that one out, and anytime we have done that, it's caused more problems than any benefit we've seen from it. And so we don't leave cover crops grow over winter. I really like the oats and radish deal that winter killed from the frost and died off. We didn't do any of that this year, but yeah, the clover growing in the spring doesn't work for me. Okay, just finishing up end rows. It probably took me longer to watch this video than it did for me to do these 9 acres. It goes pretty quick with the disc when you can run 10 miles an hour or so. Now we jump across the road. Huh. They're dumping another pile of litter. I wonder if they didn't have enough to finish this or something. Maybe I should stop or go talk to them, or I don't know what the deal is. Well, there's tracks. I guess I should have looked a little closer. I just assumed they had it done. There's tracks here. Tracks here. I think they started on the other end of the field. I think they started down here and worked that way and didn't get done. So crap, shouldn't have spread that or disked that. I can see it spread on the ground here, so I guess we'll start over here. I don't know, it'll be fine. We'll do that again if we have to. Yeah, there comes the spreader back. Well, they've just about got that thing loaded up with that whole dump truck load that they just put there, so we'll see where he goes to spread. He's not coming here because I can see the stuff where I'm working now, so I know I'm good over on this side of the field. I imagine they've got along the road to do there yet, but I don't know how far he comes back this way. One other thing that I will note, this end of the field is where we did not get any clover cover crop planted. We basically ran out of seed about halfway across here, and this side didn't get it, so there's much more moisture in the ground. I was talking about that just a little bit ago, mostly in the spring, but right now it's borderline too wet to be out here with the disc. It's just sort of surprising to me. Well, there he is. There you go, guys. Red tractor on the farm. Don't see it very often. Huh. I have no idea how that mud splashed on my windshield. No, it's not like I drove through water anywhere or anything. No, we wouldn't do that. Yeah, you can see it's still a little damp back here, especially where there's no clover growing or anything growing for that matter. Can you guys see the litter? If I zoom in, can you see all of those? Hold on. All those little black specks there, or brown, that's all the chicken litter. So that's what we're, zoom out, that's what we're working in. Okay, go. Dad told me I needed to use this tractor on the disc so I could practice shifting and driving it. Right. That's why. Okay. I mean, that wet spot there is definitely, I would not have driven through that at all. No way. I wouldn't full send it at all through this water. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I know. Tillage through mud and water is not good. I get it. I totally get it. We're gonna do more tillage here when it's drier, and we're gonna try and level it off. It's fine. It's fine. Don't judge me. All right, so the guy spreading just called me. The next field that they are going to, the one that I saw them in with the drone, they actually didn't have enough there to finish either, so they're waiting on another load of litter to get dropped off there. He's moved on to the next field, but that one is the one we're going to chisel. So when we get done here, I think we're just going to take a break or wait for him to tell me that he's done with that field that we need to go to next. It's about 1:30. I have not had any lunch yet. My house is right over there, but there's a cornfield in between it. So I think what we're gonna do is when I get back down to the other end there, just go park the tractor and walk through the corn, go home and grab some food, get something to eat. We got plenty of time, so yeah, we'll do that. But we're moving across this field. It looks nice. It's working out good. We're taking the weeds out. This stuff is all gonna grow back, or a lot of the volunteer wheat and stuff is going to grow back, but we don't have the clover over here, so yeah, it looks good though. Oh, first time I've gotten out of the cab. I couldn't smell it that bad in there, but yeah, it smells. That sweet tractor. That is a sweet machine. It's working really well for this. There is that transmission range jump thing that we talked about back when we were side dressing, that it's still there. You get right on that 9 to 9.5 mile an hour range, and it wants to bounce back and forth between gears. So I don't know if there's something not normal about that, or if that's just the way that it is, but it's a little annoying. That said, it's still an awesome tractor. We've got a little bit more power with this, so we can go a little bit faster than we could with the 8R, or especially the 8430. Yeah, it's pulling it really nice. It's working really well. That said, you don't need an 8RX to pull a Landau vertical tillage tool. You just don't. I could put the 8R on there and I would be perfectly fine. So, just looking at the ground. See all the chunks of chicken litter. It's sort of hard to see because it's the same color as the ground, but yeah, they got a pretty good spread pattern. There's lots of little bits and pieces around, and we'll mix them in and incorporate it real good. Walking across the roads in cornfields, not fun. Somewhere out here, there's a path. We just gotta find it. I found it! I overshot by a lot. Oh, much better. Let's see how our grading's coming too. Not bad. I don't like this giant mound I got here, but I'll taper it off. It'll be fine. We'll get in there. Oh, I just walked out of the house. The field's over there. I don't know, you probably can't see the top of the tractor, but it's over there. I can smell it real bad from here too, so yeah, it's gonna stink for a few days, I would imagine. On the bright side, he's doing a real nice job grading here again. All right, back to our tractor. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, so pretty. Last pass of some Endros here. I did go over that first stuff that we had done that they spread after we did it a second time. Got that worked in. Right there is where their pile was. It's a little heavy there, but that's okay. And we've got this field worked in. So they have not texted me or let me know that they're done with the next field yet. So we're going to just head back to the farm for right now. And we'll go do some more spraying. I'll check in with Dad. We should go get our 8R, and that sunflower chisel plow is still down at the field where we were tiling. So maybe we should go get that and get it ready. Well, I was just looking at this track after they replaced it and tried to do that alignment to see if it looks any better, and I think they went the wrong way. I think it's worse. The outside lug is perfectly cool. I can barely touch this side, it's so hot, and we were not going fast. We were not going down the road, all low, you know, real close stuff. It's rubbing heavy on that side, you can see it. We can't run this like that. So I'm debating, do I call them and make them fix it? And who knows when they'll get to it? Or do I take it in the shop and do it myself? Because, well, I'm capable. All right, we're gonna do this myself here. And it doesn't say that I need to detension it. Or not detention, jack it up. I thought I might have to jack it up. I guess maybe not. So we gotta take these plates off on both sides. And then this bolt here is how we adjust the alignment. And basically what you're doing is turning these front idlers a little bit so that the track runs in the center. I should turn my lights on in the shop. That would help. But we need to, it says to, on the side you want it to move away from, back the bolt off. So that'd be this side, because we want it to move away from this idler towards that one. So we're going to back that off a full turn, and then we'll tighten the other one up, and then we'll tighten this one back up and see if that helps. Okay, that should work. We'll try that. Hopefully it's a lot better, because it was not real pretty there. Just checking some temperatures, 117 there, but that's what I'm worried about. This is 20 minutes after we got done with it, and they're still pushing 160 degrees. $150, yeah, that's not good. Not good. So we need it to not be so hot, be more even. All right. For comparison, that one's pretty even at about 120 degrees on both sides. This one was up to 160 almost on one side, and then this other side here, 125, just under 130. Don't like it. Okay, I did get a text from the guy spreading. They're done with our next field, so back we go. Well, I already like this better. I can't see where it's tracking very good, but on the way back, when I was done with this field here, that track was vibrating really bad on the road at 15 miles an hour, and we're doing 16 right now, and it's not vibrating nearly like it was. So I'm not saying we won't have to adjust a little bit more, but I think we're going in the right direction at least. And we'll run this field and we'll check it and see how it looks after that. Okay, here's what we've got. These two fields. There's a ditch that cuts them in half here. I think there's 36 acres total is all, so 2 hours we should be done and out of here. I will note we are going on a slight angle here, about 5 degrees from due north or south in this case. Probably completely irrelevant right now. I just think it helps break up the wheat stubble rows and bury the residue a little bit better. But given that we are going to run our 2730 ripper through these fields in a month or so, and we'll run that on a little bit of an angle too, this one here it doesn't really make much difference which way you go. Okay, there's the back piece. There's 11 in the front, 11 acres in the front field, so that one won't take very long at all. All right, we're done here. We're gonna head back to the farm. It's 6:04. Only took us like an hour and a half here, so that's good. We're gonna check on our track when we get back, and maybe make some more adjustments. We'll probably let it sit and make some adjustments in the morning if we need to. And we've got 2 more fields that need to be disked down that I don't think they got to tonight. Maybe they're spreading them now. I don't really know. But we'll do those tomorrow, and we'll get the chisel running tomorrow. Brock should be around, so he can drive tractor tomorrow. You'll be happy, Brock. Well, it's definitely still tight. It doesn't look as bad, as close. But I can touch that side, and I don't even want to try and touch this side. Yeah, those are super hot. Not good at all. I don't like it. We're gonna adjust some more, but we're gonna let it sit tonight and do it in the morning after everything cools down. All right, well, I went and mowed my lawn. We're getting stuff closed up here for tonight. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day. We're gonna have 2 different tractors moving for tillage purposes. Brock's coming. I've got to pick sweet corn in the morning. I got another planting of my sweet corn that's ready that I'm gonna take over to the neighbors to sell for me. So, oh yeah, all of that good stuff to do, and something else is going on tomorrow, but I don't remember what. It'll come to me. Anyway, thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed it. It was fun being back in a tractor, and yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, please. Questions, comments, leave them down below. Go check out Farm Focus for your Borderview Farms merchandise needs, and we'll see you tomorrow.